can't actually play the piano. I just like to make annoying noises on the keyboard. A long history of acid and opiates has rendered me with the brain patterns of a toddler. And like a toddler, I like to be irritating. Why else would I use the internal buzzy camera microphone? Because I'm too cheap to afford a real microphone? Nah. In truth, this keyboard is just an annoying toy for me to fool around on. So tonight, on behalf of brainless goons everywhere, including children, I'll discuss with you parents the annoying toys of my childhood. So let this video be a warning to you. And because I know people on the internet enjoy things that are organized in a neat little list, I will make this a top arbitrary number list. So prepare yourselves for the top 11. Be here all fucking day. Top 5 obnoxious toys. Now before I start, don't come crying to me that I forgot something or put something in the wrong order. This is my list and the way I want it. And if you don't like it, no, you don't like it. Number 5. You know what? Fuck convention. I'm starting with number 3. Number 3, Talk Boys. Everyone saw the movie Home Alone 2, Lost in Newark. It was one of the few truly educational films of our youth. I learned that if strange men break into your house, they won't act in anything significant for another 10 years. Most likely, you or someone you know bought this little item, the Talk Boy, an overpriced Sony Walkman with the ability to slow down or speed up recordings. Use it to fool your enemies. / hapless victims.
Plaza Hotel reservations, may I help you?
Howdy do. This is Peter McAllister, the father. I make ransom phone calls for a living. There's something distinctive about my voice that kidnappers appreciate.
Hey! I can make annoying gunshot noises with this thing. Brain of a toddler. The Talk Boy didn't have to be annoying. Slowing down audio is always funny, just watch. But the commercials insist that you be an aggravating little cock blocker.
Hey, stop drooling on me. Hey, stop drooling on me.
How'd you talk without moving your lips? That's amazing.
Hi kids, we're home early.
I got testosterone injections and laryngitis while I was out. But don't worry, don't bother greeting me or being concerned about my suddenly freakish voice. Just sit there and pretend to watch TV, totally not making out.
Honorable mention goes to the Yak Back, which was equally as annoying. Like the Talk Boy, the Yak Back allowed you to manipulate audio, meaning you had a lot of kids walking around turning your conversations into wacky sound effects. Now let's look at some commercials.
With Yak Back 2, you can warp anything.
First of all, that sounds like Andrew Dice Clay, minus 10 points. Or plus 10 points on the obnoxious scale, however this list works.
Clean your room.
I hate when bank managers come into my house and tell me to clean my room. This'll stick it to them. Boom, you're a gorilla.
It's true. It's not. It's true. It's true. It's not. It's not.
Really, with how annoying and aggressive these commercials are, they may as well just spit in your face.
Peter Piper picked a piddle pep.
Number 5, Play-Doh and Nickelodeon modeling clays. So you want to encourage your child's artistic side. Well, there's something you should know about us artists. We are filthy and disgusting. We leave messes with our belongings, our vulgar words, and our bodily fluids. So you're on the right path by giving your son or daughter Play-Doh. This Technicolor clay has the habit of sticking to things like the carpet or the walls, hardening into impenetrable shells. You'll find clumps of colorful goo around the house for years after your kids die, or go to college, or whatever it is kids do. If you're lucky, you won't find any of the colorful residue around the house, because those youngsters would have eaten that shit. And who can blame them? The stuff looks and smells delicious. This kid is seconds away from inhaling that Jimmy Dean patty. Our friends at Nickelodeon brought us their own forms of Play-Doh. These products were terrible, but not as obnoxious because they weren't just common. First we have Floam. Now this stuff does have an amazing texture, like foam mixed with styrofoam. Though I still have no idea why they call it Floam. What a silly word. We also have Smud.
Hi, I'm Smud.
The Sacramento Municipal Utility District. I honestly hated both of these. They never held their shape like the things in the commercials. You'd make them into some cool sculpture, and it would immediately go flaccid in your hands into a pile of splooge. Also known as gack.
Jack is great stuff. Oozy.
Stuck-up lady pretends not to like gack, but in reality, she's never been more turned on.
Coming soon from Mattel.
Careful not to get gack in your hair.
Disgusting.
Number, where the hell are we? 2. Elaborate board games. I'm talking about those overly complex games with more individual pieces than a sadistic jigsaw puzzle. Not only did you have to keep track of all the pieces, you had to keep them all intact. If one part went missing or defunct, the whole thing was scrap. In Mousetrap, the entire mechanism is dependent on every unit not breaking, which of course they had the habit of doing. In games like Life or Monopoly, pieces would get scattered everywhere after the inevitable fist fight, forcing you to crawl under the couch to retrieve every dollar or pewter top hat. Worst of all were the little preschool games that didn't even have a board. Instead, they centered around some battery-powered mechanism sure to break after 1 week of use. For this example, I'm gonna point the spotlight on Elephant.
Butterflies everywhere, watch them go!
This air pump disguised as a cute little creature would blow tissue paper butterflies into the ceiling. Kids would have to run around like spazzy etymologists collecting the scraps in their tiny nets. Just look at the contents of the box. Yeah, all those pieces are totally gonna stay intact. Games like this provided a couple minutes of entertainment and months of headaches as you, the parent, try to find a place to store the massive box before eventually just selling the damn thing at a yard sale. The kids would eventually wonder what happened to their precarious pachyderm. Sorry, children, Elephant died. Or went to college, or whatever it is dolphins do. Number 4, Legos. I fucking love Legos. If I could marry Legos, I would. If I could serve Legos breakfast in bed every morning, I would. If I could make a Lego vagina, I'd bang that thing 3 times a day. But like a bad romance, I would occasionally get enraged with my Lego sets. A vital piece would go missing, parts wouldn't fit together, or sometimes the thing would just fall apart for no good reason. Now the aggravation wasn't lost on your parents either, because most kids didn't own a Lego set. They owned a Lego quarry. And it always found a way out of your room and across the living room floor, where inevitably one of your parents would walk barefoot through the living room and get a piece of plastic shrapnel embedded in their epidermis. I could talk about these bricks for hours. In fact, future episode? So let's just move on. Number 1, anything with a try me button. If you were a parent with a short temper, then a try me button is the equivalent of the mark of Cain. It is to be avoided at all costs. Just look at the items that sport these things. It's all shit built to impress your kids at the store. And in case you decide to get the thing for your kids, you'll be treated with hours and hours of this.
Clear the area!
And it's never anything practical. It's always just gimmicky crap that can hypnotize your kids into taking it out of the store with them. Wow, this big sound. Can we get it?
No.
But you know very well that they get bored with the thing on the way to the cash register.
Timber!
Oh, it seems harmless enough. You think, oh, the kids will just play with that chainsaw in their bedroom. I wouldn't have to put up with it, but be warned. Kids know the noise must be shared.
Hi, I'm Stinky. Are you?
Imagine that running around the house asking you to pull its finger. Wheel.
Sorry, did not see that one coming.
It's like one of the family.
Hey, watch it back there.
The family you wish you weren't related to. Most notorious of all these noisy toys was the scourge of 1996, the Tickle Me Elmo. Let me make this clear. I hate Elmo. Sesame Street has a long tradition of talking to kids rather than talking down to kids. The characters they had established were all smart, witty, funny. They were never condescending, but Elmo was the opposite. He is childish, cutesy, and a spokesman for mind-numbing sugary schlock manufactured to sell shit. And sell shit he did. You had the inappropriate Touch doll, which spawned some spin-offs. Tickle Me Big Bird, Tickle Me Cookie Monster, Tickle Me Michael Stipe. Then you have the sequels like Chicken Suit Dance Elmo. Enough of that. Now this Christmas's hot item was the Let's Rock Elmo.
Feel the music, we dance into the beat.
That song won't get old at all.
Cause Elmo likes to rock and roll.
All night and party every day.
Elmo likes to rock and roll, baby.
Rockin'? Not really. Rollin'? Maybe the way a legless cow rolls uselessly down a grassy slope. So if you learned anything today, know that if a toy makes noise, it is automatically terrible. Except for that. That is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And I kind of want one. Right now. Farting garbage truck was kind of funny too.
Feed me!
It seems to have gained sentience.
Next, jump, 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 yuck! That tastes too clean!
I better go restock my gun collection. Oh wait, I've got this. Brain of a toddler. There's a setting on here called Goblins. What could that be? It's like evil tribbles. Forget the church organ, I'm getting married to that sound effect. Ooh, speaking of marriage. We've known each other for a long time. I feel like we're soulmates. Like, I am rubber and you are glue. We stick together. So, Lego Gina, will you do me the honor of taking my hand in holy guacamole? What do you mean, no? Yeah, well, I have herpes. Have fun with that.